Hey, what's going on? What's happening? This is Timothy Stanfield here. You're watching dunktv.com. And for those who are listening for Slam Dunk Radio, welcome. Listen, we got a special guest, and I'm excited because what you've seen here is history being made. And we're about to do some things, man. It's about to shake up the clothing world. And I'm with a special guest, and his name is Micheal Britt, Hall of Famer, Olympian, and also he's been nominated for the Legendary Dunker of the Year 2012. And his name is Micheal Britt. Good evening, sir.
Tim, first and foremost, man, I have to give all this that's happening to my Lord and Savior, my personal Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Before I begin to speak, who am I? First and foremost, I'm a mighty man of God, just a servant, a willing vessel for Jesus Christ today. Very gentle, very humble, very kind, very loving, and try to be a meek in the spirit, truly very giving, and just love children.
When were you born? Where were you born? And let's get into the family aspect of your surroundings and your family gathering when you was growing up.
I was born October 7, 1960. I came from a single parent home. I have 5 siblings, sisters that is. And being that Mom did the best she could for us, being that I was a man of the house, I tend to experiment with what life was dealing my way. I had to uphold the house, the upkeep of the house. So I grew up pretty fast in the atmosphere that I was living in. It came from an alcoholic atmosphere, whereas my dad was an alcoholic. But through it all, a mom with just a single parent that have 5 sisters, and I'm not being the only boy. Someone had to take care of the girls, and I kind of grew up very fast as a young man. So I kind of not just grew up real fast. I started experimenting with wrongdoings and dipping and dabbing, being disobedient, and all that caught up with me.
Now, when you went to high school, how did the basketball come into play? Okay, so you was the only male in the house, only male in the house.
Okay, well, I came from a genetic family of athletes. My uncles were good basketball players, football players, track stars. My mom was a good basketball player herself. So as far as my being able to play basketball, what I used to do every morning was that I would take off to go to school at least an hour and a half, hour early prior to catching the bus, and give myself some time to get on the basketball court to kind of play a little basketball, shoot a few jump shots. I was a small kid, so I being at my size, the older guys would never choose me to play. As a youngster, but I tend to work hard, and eventually, once I started getting the strength, I didn't have the strength to kind of shoot the long jump shots. So over time, as I continue to get older, I developed some strength to be able to just shoot the ball as an older teenager would.
When did the dunks come in? When did the jumping and dunking Micheal Britt?
I can remember the first time I tried to even slam dunk. You know, Tim, what I did is it was a small goal. I couldn't dunk the 10-foot rims like everybody else, but the smaller goals, what I did, I ran up, and when I ran up, I kind of went up to dunk it and got stuck on the rim. You know how we kind of go up and the ball hit the front of the rim, and I fell back and I hit my head, and I just laid on the floor because I was embarrassed, you know. But, you know, even with that, what I said to myself, that would never happen again, you know. And nobody was in front of me, you know. And from that point on, I just developed a skill to just jump over people, you know, jump across people. And I never had that hitting the front of the rim happen to me ever again. It was always going through, you know. But anyway, I developed a unique style. It was a gift from God. It wasn't nothing that I did. I thank God for just blessing me with the gift. And, you know, I didn't know how gifted it was, you know, but it was exciting. It was something that I know that the fans would stay in the arena to see, and then eventually I just was able to add a twist to it, you know, doing some of the exciting things to keep the crowd involved. It was as I say, just being a crowd pleaser.
Now, did you lift any weights? I mean, how did you? Was it, or did it just come normal?
You know, it was the only thing I ever did, Tim, that I can remember, man, was just shovel snow off the basketball court, you know, so that I could play, so that I could shoot. For the most part of it, I just wanted to just jump up there and just touch the rim. You know, I wanted to be ahead of all the other guys. I can say that, you know, when I got to college, Coach Jones, what he did was he requested that we go to the weight room, but I would always duck out, you know, and if he was to hang around the weight room, I would be working out on the leaper machine, just pretty much working with my legs, you know, and because I know that, okay, I didn't have the strength in my arms at that point, but I had enough smarts, you know, to kind of just jump over people because I was gifted in that area. I was a high jumper in high school, you know, and I developed that jumping over something when I was in high school on the track team as a high hurdler and a high jumper. So therefore, with that said in mind, what you're jumping over the hurdles, you're jumping over a rail, so then now I jump over people.
You know, it seems that's the story for all the dunkers. I'm hearing, you know, they ran track and they did, you know, they did high jump, and you know, it's so interesting because seeing you dunk, I see you jumping. I see how you jump, and I see you jumping high over something, and so it's so interesting that you say that. You know, dunking is exciting, Tim. You know, I mean, just think about it. I mean, you remember when you know how people used to want to see, they just want to see Tim, if he kicked the backboard once, twice, 3 times, whatever, I just want to see that one time, you know. And then what happens is once you dunk that first time, you get that adrenaline flowing, the crowd gets involved in the game. So therefore, when you get the ball and you coming down on that break, it's like, what is he going to do now? You know, that's the most exciting thing about, you know, being able to dunk, or being just that dunk, or being just that. Dunking makes you exciting, you know, and I wanted to just be exciting, you know, and truly, man, at UDC, I was the best show in town. And if I went back to high school, certainly, you know, I'm definitely one of the greatest that has ever come through the Suffolk, Virginia area. You know, when you say it's exciting, you know, I took it as a vendetta against the rim. When when I dunk the ball, it's like, what's wrong with him? I try to break it. I try to take it off because I remember when they used to tease me when I couldn't jump up and touch the rim. So I had a vendetta. I had something against the rim, and you standing there in front of me, you know what I'm saying? We got a problem. You know what I'm saying? That means one or two things going to happen. You're going to foul me or you're going to get dunked on. You know what I'm saying? Period. And, the dunk is the hypest thing in basketball. But, people don't understand. I don't understand why it doesn't get its just due. Meaning that we got a thing right now. We about to start Slam Dunk World. It's called Dunk Stat. It's called Dunk Stat. The dunking petition online, you can sign right now for the dunk to be a statistic in basketball. I want to get your feel on that. Do you think the dunk should be a statistic like a rebound, jump shot, block shot, pass, or whatever?
Well, you can't compare a dunk to no rebound. You can't compare a dunk to a pass. The dunk, actually, to me, Tim, is in a category all by itself, because you just stated that you had a vendetta against the rim, whereas, unlike myself, I wanted to leave the rim so I can come back and have something to shoot in or have something to come back and just dunk on somebody, and certainly, with dunking, man, that's the most exciting part of the game, where you just, it's something where you can bring the crowd to its feet, man. You keep people on the edge of their seat, and then when you come down and you dunk it, they can't do but stand up. You know what I mean? And certainly, man, dunking, man, it becomes a part of you, man. It's something that, it's unexplainable. But I tell you, man, once that adrenaline gets to flowing through your body, it's like, man, just give it to me, and let me just do this one more time.
And I'm excited, man. That's why we've been doing these dunking camps and clinics, Mike, and trying to show these kids how to jump and dunk the basketball. And it's the drilling that you feel, what you feel when you dunk the ball is just magnificent. I'm excited, man, because of hooking up with you and some of the things that we're about to do in the community. And I'm down here in Suffolk, Virginia, his home right now, and I'm telling you talking love. This brother got love for it, man. They love him down here. And so I'm excited, man, because we're about to bring something to your hometown, your home city, man. And I don't think it'll ever be the same. We're about to do, Micheal Britt's dunking gear line. That's going to be coming, man, down here. It's going to be magnificent. I'm excited for it, man. And, we're going to bring the slam dunk component down here, the slam dunk contest, clinics and camps also. And Mike, man, the love, I'm getting so much love from the family. His family is huge. They might just be. They run Suffolk. It's their own self. I mean, it's this own city. The whole family, man, is huge. But I'm excited, man, because what we put out there. The teasers that we put out there, the love that we're getting back from what we're about to do is magnificent, man. And right now, we smelling food right now. I mean, shrimp. They're about to cook shrimp and fried fish. I mean, this brother showed me love. I couldn't even stay in the hotel, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, "No, you staying with me, man." And I was like, "Bro, this is crazy, man." But the love, man, and that's what it's all about, man. And I see that, in you and your family, and I'm excited because I think you'll be able to reach out to those who've been through what you've been through. And coming out, man, and it's God's restoring your name and restoring you as a person, so you can go out and really reach out to these kids and those who's not doing right. What do you want to say to those who are listening, might be listening right now, and they might be on the edge of doing something wrong, going the wrong way? You've been there and done that, also me also, but you've been there, done that. So what do you want to give? What type of advice you want to give those?
See, Tim, it's funny that you said that, man. I think about the kids, man, and as you stated, man, it's about giving back, man. The kids are our future, man. I missed it, but I can't go back and get it, But I tell you what, I can breathe life into something that will take a kid prevent a kid from doing something or making the mistakes that I made. And first and foremost is looking at me, or looking at what's on the inside of me. Don't look at the outside of me or what I did. You know, I did some things it was just a hand that I was dealt. And I know that everybody, there's a lot of kids that's coming up the way that I came up. You know, and Tim, certainly, man, is that, you know, when you're growing up in a single-parent home, man, you begin to want to take chances. You know, now it's time to take back. You know, take back our corners. You know, take back our neighborhoods. Take back our children, because it starts in the household. You know, I was absent from my family, and certainly I had the support of my family, but, you know, I took my family through something. You know, they didn't know where I was at night in, night out. They didn't know how to, or what I was gonna, they were gonna receive a phone call that Michael just got gunned down. They didn't know whether if they would receive a phone call that, you know, Michael just gunned somebody down. You know, certainly you look at me, you say, Michael would never do something like that. You know, but Michael had a lifestyle away from the basketball court. You know, but I thank God for allowing me to have the lifestyle on the basketball court as well as off the basketball court. So now I have the opportunity to give back to a youth in my community. You know, it's about saving a life. It's about saving a soul. It's about saving that drug addict that's out there. It's about saving that heroin addict that need that next fix. Because who knows that next hit of crack that person would take could bust their heart open. Who knows that next shot of dope could bust that person's heart open. Who knows that's a mama or dad of some youngster that all we need to do is men is to get in our rightful place. And all I'm asking today, Tim, from my family as well as the people in my community is for my good name back. And Jesus Christ has allowed me to restore that today.
Man, you heard it first, man. And you watching dunktv.com, and for those who listen to Slam Dunk Radio, man, you heard something that's legendary. And it came from the legendary Dunk of the Year 2012, P. Bird Micheal Britt, here in Suffolk at his home. And I'm excited, like I said, for us, you know, what you're doing and what we collaborating to do in the hood and for those out there on the street, man. And I think you know, what was been said today is something that's been inspirational, motivational for those who hear or seeing what's going on right now. And so I'm just very excited, man, and what God has done in your life and our lives, and what we about to join together and do. And we're calling all dunkers, man, you know, join the fight, man, what we're trying to do in dealing with these kids, man. Call us, let us know how you can get involved. And you know, we are very passionate, and we're not discriminating. Any and everybody, man, can join this cause for what we're trying to do for out on the street, man, dealing with these kids, man, on drugs, who's selling drugs, you know, and abusing drugs and so on. So you heard it first, man. Timothy Stanfield, Tim Kick the Backboard Stanfield, P. Micheal P. Bird Britt in the house, man. Yeah, that's right. And you know, we about to go get this food, man. It's smelling good. Woo, just putting it down up in this joint, man. So, yo, man, stay tuned, man, at dunktv.com for those who listen to Slam Dunk Radio. Peace and love, man. You heard it from Micheal Britt, Timothy Stanfield, man. Peace and love.